In 2024, we have seen a new tool or framework popping out almost every week, and it's overwhelming. So if you want to succeed in AI automation in 2025, you need to focus. And the solution for that is to deeply master one tool and some extension. So I have identified N8N to be this tool. Why? Because it can scale from simple automation to complex AI agent orchestrations. So let's begin the year together. I have a lot of things to show you and to announce, and a big announcement at the end of the video. Let's dive in. So first, let's talk about the pricing. So this is the price of cloud. So for example, here's a pro version. It's 50 euros a month for 10,000 workflow execution with unlimited steps. Okay, let's compare to Make, which is very popular. And so in Make, okay, it can seem cheaper, but this is operation. This is not workflow execution, each for each step. So if you have a complex workflow with a lot of steps executing many times, it can become costly. Okay, so Zapier here. So if you want 20,000 tasks, I don't know exactly if tasks are executions, workflow, or every step. Anyway, everything is much more expensive. Okay, so, but even the cloud from N8N, it's not the real deal. The real deal is to self-host N8N and to self-host it on Ethner server, which is the best option because there is other options that are easier, like render, but they give you ease of use and they charge for that. Okay, so it's a bit more complicated to host it, but once you have done it, you have to do it once. And the only problem is all the tutorials and videos that I have seen make assumptions and you do it wrong. And so it took me some hours to understand how it works. But now that I know how to make it, I'm going to share it. And so that will be my next tutorial with a step-by-step cheat sheet with all the commands, with also another one, the next one, to maintain your server and everything you need, because I need that myself. So look at the price here, for example, the US. If you host it in the US, this is the price, and this is that all what you need. Then if you want to scale, the prices are okay, and you can host as many workflows as you want, as many clients if you manage your clients as you want on this server. So it's really, really nice. And so there is no intermediary wrapper, and you have really the best price. And as I say, you have to do it once, and then everything works, and you have total freedom. So this is my instance on my own. You see, I have my domain name here, n8n.kutzai.com, and here I can have all the workflows that I want. So I have a client, lastly, that has a workflow that is executing every minute. So imagine the price on Zapier or Make. So this is an interface for the one who don't know it. So if we click here, first step, we can make a trigger manually on app event, on schedule, on webhook call, on chat message, etc. So let's have trigger manually, and then we can attach any application. So there is a lot of pre-built connection here. So for example, Google Sheets. Okay, so create, delete, clear sheet, delete sheet. So okay, create sheet, for example. And then we have flow with a filter, if, loop. Well, it's more split in batches, merge, compare data set. We can execute other workflows. We can make a switch, wait, and then I really like that, the core operation, because we can run code. And that's something I really hate in Make. You can watch this video about that, because I really don't like Make. That's a personal opinion. So here you can have JavaScript or Python. One thing that I recommend also, even if you are a non-coder, is to learn basics of coding. For example, for JavaScript, learn array functions. So that will help you to manipulate data and understand what you are doing. If you want me to do a crash course about that, let me know and I will do it, but only if you are really, really interested into that. And now with all the AI tools, you can generate the code and learn it at the same time, because it's important to know what you are doing. And we also have HTTP nodes, and these HTTP nodes allows you to connect with any application or create actions that are not pre-built into N8N. So for that, look my last video here. And so we have, of course, AI, and here we can build agents, and anything about AI is possible directly inside. Later in the video, I will show you how we can connect it with Flowwise, which is specialized in AI and agents. Perhaps there is some things that can be easier with Flowwise, but I have not tested deeply. It's something that I plan to do and to do videos about in the future. And also very important, if you are on the self-hosted version, you can use community nodes, create custom nodes, and also use NPM package in your code. NPM packages are like custom functions that live in the cloud and that you can use in your code. And so as developer, I use them all the time. And with the self-hosted version, you can do it. And I will also do a tutorial about that. Now let's talk about AI agents, AI in general, and when to use them or not, and how to take this decision to go beyond the hype. Because what we want is to deliver a system that work and solve problems, not to do AI for doing AI or building agents to build agents. Our clients don't mind if it's an agent or if it's AI. So this article from Anthropic is really, really good. So first, I define agents. Agents are autonomous systems that operate independently over extended periods using various tools to accomplish complex tasks. So these are agentic systems, and they make two distinctions: workflows and agents. So workflows are systems where LLMs and tools are orchestrated to predefined code paths. It means this is much more predictable than agents, because agents are systems where LLMs dynamically direct their own processes and tool usage, maintaining control over how they accomplish tasks. So basically, when you can use workflows, use workflow, because the more the human can direct the task, the more deterministic and predictable it is. So when and when not to use agents, we recommend finding the simplest solution possible and only increasing complexity when needed. And this might mean not building agentic systems at all, because agentic systems often trade latency and cost for better task performance. And so, for example, sometimes you even don't need AI. Lastly, I built a system. It was a ticket verification in Discord, where I have to check the ticket with a Google Sheet to see if the person is not lying. I could do it programmatically with a code node, and this is much faster and costs nothing. And this is a system that is running every minute. So even if it's a small amount with AI, if it runs 3,600 times by day, it can become quickly costly. So when more complexity is warranted, workflow offer predictability and consistency for well-defined tasks, where agents are the better option when flexibility and model-driven decision-making are needed at scale. So for many applications, optimizing a single LLM call with retrieval and in-context example is usually enough. When and how to use frameworks. So here we are talking about coding frameworks like LangGraph, LangChain. We have also CrewAI, Pydantic AI. But also we have frameworks like the Vercel AI SDK, not for agents. I would say simply that when the code becomes more complex, then we can switch to code. So I'm not going through the whole article, but I really recommend that you read it. In conclusion, they say success in LLM space isn't about building the most sophisticated system, it's about building the right system for your needs. And this is essential for everything you need. It's not about the tool, it's not about the hype, it's about the right system, it's about solving your client problem or your own problem with the system you are building. And I think many people forget about that and just want to sell AI and AI gentle because they are cool. Yeah, they are cool, but if you don't need them, you don't need them. That's all. So start with a simple prompt, optimize them with comprehensive evaluation and multi-step adjusting system only when simple solutions fall short. So when implementing agents, we try to follow 3 core principles: maintain simplicity in your agent design, prioritize transparency by explicitly showing the agent's planning steps, and carefully craft your agent computer interface through thorough tool documentation and testing. So don't recommend to go immediately to frameworks like LangGraph, LangChain, or CrewAI, for example. Now we are going to see how agent works in N8N. By the way, if you are building complex system or need me to analyze your business and find the bottlenecks and help you to optimize them, please book a free consulting call and we will talk together and find the best solution for you. So in N8N, we have a special node for AI agents. And this is an example that I have built in previous videos that you can watch here, where you can chat with YouTube comments to find trends and new ideas. So this agent, there is different type of agent. So we have a tools agent, conversational, OpenAI, plan and execute agent, React agent. And this is a tool agent. So we can attach an AI model, memory, and tools. And so this is a vector store tool because we are creating a RAG. I also have another video about creating RAGs in retrieval augmented generation. And we can attach other tools. And so this agent, depending on the input, we choose which tools to use. And here we can use a code tool, an HTTP request tool, or call N8N workflow tool. So here we can create another workflow that will be a tool for our agent. I know we can also call other agents and orchestrate complex systems this way. So basically we can do whatever we want about agent inside N8N. Last year I was looking at Flowwise because Flowwise really specializes in AI agents. It's built upon LangChain and LlamaIndex. I think LlamaIndex is the best for indexing for RAG, so that can be interesting. I didn't dive deeper into that, but as you can see, we have many things about AI, chat models, chains. Okay, so perhaps they have more things specific to AI. I'm going to dive into it because I really like it. Different retrievers. And again, Flowwise, I'm hosting it on Ethner on the same server as N8N. I have also my domain, iskatzai.com. And I will do also another video to show you how to do that. And also I will do one to have NPM modules on N8N hosted on Ethner. So I will have a whole series on hosting on Ethner with all the cheat sheets. So then you can really master that because I have done it for myself and I'm really happy with that. So here I have just built a simple tool agent with chat OpenAI in memory cache, buffer memory, and a Brave search tool, which is really cool. And for example, okay, that's we have a chat. The chat is really cool, so I can ask when to use AI agents and see what is answering. It's really fast. I really like it. Okay, automating repetitive tasks, complex problem solving, etc. And what is really nice is we have the reference here from where he's searching. So we can see all the places where it's searching. So this is really interesting, and it's built in Flowwise. And so if you want to connect Flowwise and N8N, you can do that using a webhook in N8N, and in Flowise you can create a custom tool. This video is an overview. I will do a video specifically about that. So where are the tools? Custom tool is here. Okay, so I can drag it, and okay, I have to create a tool, and for this I need to describe it, and there is a JavaScript function that is basically an HTTP call with the webhook from N8N. So I think it can be a really interesting combination because it's a specialized tool, but again, you can do everything on N8N. So I recommend beginning with N8N, master it, and then explore Flowise and see if it's interesting to combine them. That's exactly what I'm going to do, and I will show you how to do it. Now let's talk about voice agents. They are already very popular and they are going to continue to rise in 2025. So very important to work with them. So we have Vapi, we have Retail, we have Blend, and now we have 11 Labs that is also providing voice agents. I've only tried Vapi, but I will certainly try the other ones in the next future. I'm going to show you how you connect them with N8N, because we have our voice agent, but this voice agent need to have a backend and to interact with a function and to have tools. So these tools are going to be built in N8N. So I made a video about that you can watch here. And here, for example, it was an AI voice agent that was taking reservation for a restaurant. And so he had a tool to check the table availability and another tool to check, to make so this was the workflow, and this is working with a webhook. And I use the URL from this webhook inside Vapi. And I have another workflow to reserve the table. So again, watch this video if you are interested into this. And I think I will do more like that because AI voice agents are very interesting and very good to use with N8N. Now let's talk when we should switch to code, because low code and N8N are super nice, but at a certain level of complexity, for example, if a function that makes 300 lines, for example, I'm building a small SaaS for travels and to check the flights and to manipulate this data, and the function is 300 lines of code and things like that. So this doesn't fit in a low-code platform. So then it's more efficient to switch to full code. Also, sometimes, thanks to tools like Cursor, generating the code becomes faster. So you have to evaluate what is the best solution, and you can, of course, use them together thanks to APIs and webhooks. So what are the tools with code? Of course, Cursor. For front end, also you have Bolt, Lovable, all things that will generate the whole code. Versal V0 also, it's super nice. But what are the framework for AI? So first, the Versal AI SDK. I'm a JavaScript developer, so I really like it because you can integrate any model. You can also do what is called generative UI. It means that it render React components. I have made an example about that too. So if you are a coder, you will understand what is it. So this is very nice and can work with other frameworks. So then in Python, we have CreAI to orchestrate several multi-agent platforms. CreAI, Pydantic AI is very popular. I have not tried it, but I want to, even if I'm not a Python developer. I understand it because I'm a JavaScript developer. And as I said, thanks to AI, you can learn anything and test it and ask AI, oh, how does this work? Why is this happening? And you will be learning like that. So, and of course, we have LangChain, and LangGraph. So I think this is a wrap, and you have all the tools to begin 2025. So focus on N8N first, and then you can expand to other tools like Flowise. Use N8N with voice tools like Vapi, Blend, Retail, 11 Labs, etc. And learn the basic of code, generate it with a cursor, learn it while you generate to understand what you are doing. And the more you understand, the better you can prompt it to do exactly what you want. So if you have a complex solution to implement or something to analyze and to deep dive, please book a free consultation call, and it will be a pleasure for me to explore the possibilities with you. So, and this is the announcement I talked about in the beginning of this video. I'm very pleased and honored to announce that I'm partnering with the AI workshop teams, and twice a week I will be delivering talks in the school here, so you can join. So on Tuesdays for Q&A support, and on Thursdays for live build. So I'm super impatient, and let me tell you that it's a really high quality community with really interesting people and very good learning material. So I'm super excited about that. So you can join me. You can join me there. And this is a wrap to begin well this 2025 year, to be super successful with AI automation. So for that, subscribe to this channel, and you will learn everything about Ethner, about N8N, and more. And you have the link, also the AI workshop community, in the description. So see you there, and let's celebrate 2025, and let's crush it all together. Bye.